So, leaked internal documents from Amazon show that they plan to automate and potentially erase more than 500,000 jobs in the next decade, which is roughly 75% of operations across their fulfillment network. Since 2018, Amazon's US workforce has tripled to nearly 1.2 million employees, and they're now America's second largest employer. But internally, their executives now believe that they can flatten the hiring curve through robotics and automation. They're estimating that they can avoid hiring over 160,000 new workers by 2027, saving about 30 cents on every item picked, packed, and delivered. And by 2033, they expect to sell twice as many products without adding a single new US employee. They've already built a blueprint for what this looks like in action. In Louisiana, Amazon opened one of its most advanced fulfillment centers, and inside, thousands of robots move, pack, and ship items with very little human involvement. Because of this, that warehouse employed 25% fewer people last year than a comparable warehouse would have. Now, Amazon plans to replicate that model across 40 more facilities by 2027, and they're already preparing for the backlash. Internal comms show that Amazon has advised their employees to avoid using terms like AI or automation when speaking publicly, and instead use softer phrases like advanced technology or cobots, short for collaborative robots. They also discussed increasing their visibility in local communities with things like sponsoring parades or supporting Toys for Tots to reinforce their image as a good corporate citizen in areas where jobs could disappear. If Amazon succeeds in all of this, the ripple effects will be big. MIT economist and Nobel laureate Darren Acemoglu notes that once Amazon figures out how to do this profitably, other major companies like Walmart and UPS will only follow.
So by the time they do this, what happens to all the humans that will be let go? Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So credit goes to the creators in this video. So Amazon is planning this. They plan to replace over 600,000 US jobs with robots by 2033. And they want to automate 75% of their operation, which includes warehouse, inventory management, package handling, and they are using advanced robots like Digit, designed to do repetitive tasks that human cannot do. And guys, from a business perspective, right, it looks like it's smart because robots don't call in sick, they don't ask for breaks, and they can work along the clock. But looking from the human perspective, guys, it's much bigger than that. And it is worrying because what happens to all those people that rely on these jobs to pay their bills, guys? And some people think that this, is just a small efficiency upgrade, but it's bigger than that because by 2027 they're planning to automate about 160,000 jobs, and it will save them about $12.6 billion in labor costs, and it will even reduce the cost of shipping each item by about 30 cents. Guys, what do you think about this in the comment section? Because it looks like whether you like it or not, you have to adapt, and these organizations are not waiting. All they want to do is to prioritize their profits over their workers. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's see what these other creators are today, because replacing hundreds of thousands of workers with robots is not just a small change, it's life changing for so many families. Let's see what these other creators have to say.
Amazon is becoming a much more greedy company because they have announced plans to replace up to 600,000 of their workers with robots. Yep. So within the next few years, you're going to see workers who are working for Amazon now get laid off and replaced by a robot. And it's not just Amazon that is planning to do this. There are many, many more companies out there that are also planning down the road to lay off workers and replace them with robots. So let's think about this for a minute. If most of your companies in our country today decide to replace human workers with robots that barely needs any human around to service them, what will happen to all the workers who are laid off that can't find a job anywhere else? Where do they go? And that's, right now, the big corporations don't have an answer for that. And I guess if you're a worker who gets laid off because a robot's replacing your job, screw you. You're on your own. So maybe this is something lawmakers and politicians need to stop. Because if we see most people get laid off and replaced by robots with no other job prospects around, we're in deep trouble.
Amazon, they plan on replacing over 600,000 employees with robots by 2033. They already have fulfillment centers right now that's ran mostly by robots. It's just that the humans are only there because they're doing the jobs that the robots can't do yet. So they're just learning. And once they're able to do those jobs, they will be replaced by robots also. So with this plan going forward by 2033, this will allow Amazon to save 30 cents a package. So every package that they send out, they're saving 30 cents. So overall, it will increase their profit by $12 billion plus. And this is an ongoing process. So they're continuing to replace even more people. For now, this is their goal by 2033.
Amazon is pushing forward with a plan to use robots to do 600,000 jobs that humans would normally do. The New York Times, citing leaked documents, reports Amazon will automate 75% of its operations within several years. Amazon estimates automation will help it save more than $12 billion and shave 30 cents off each item it ships. Amazon stressed it still plans to hire 250,000 workers for the holiday season.
Oh, well, I guess we'll just see about that, right? But jobs that don't require advanced skills are at risk, and wages will also be affected in areas where automation spreads, because research has shown that industrial robots often reduce both jobs and wages, right, in the places where they are used. And Amazon tries to frame this differently, because they're saying that the robots will assist the humans, making work safer, more efficient. And it's true that automation can help humans avoid heavy lifting and dangerous tasks. But the question is that, are these new jobs enough to replace all the jobs that are going to be lost? And many workers will struggle to find work. Imagine those that rely on those warehouse jobs. They'll face serious economic challenges. And guys, the question is that, how do we balance the efficiency of robots with the livelihood of human workers? Because a lot of people are going to be thrown under the bus, and this is just the season to start thinking differently, because in a couple of years time you might just be kicked out and be replaced with a robot. So at that point, what do you do?
600,000 Amazon workers could be about to be replaced by robots. So according to this report, Amazon is leaning into automation so they can avoid hiring all of these workers between now and 2033. Over this same time period, Amazon expects to sell twice as many products as they're selling now. They're just not looking for human workers to do the work. This leaked report shows that Amazon's robotics team is working towards automating 75% of the company's operations, and that Amazon expects to ditch 160,000 jobs that would currently be needed between now and 2027. And this is obviously, of course, all about cost. Between now and 2027, Amazon expects all this automation to save them $12.6 billion. Amazon, unsurprisingly, have denied all these allegations and have said that the leaked document does not paint the full picture. But I think we all know that we're on a road towards more automation, especially in jobs like warehouse workers and manufacturing. This leaked document focuses on jobs that aren't currently out there in the industry, and it's all about future jobs that Amazon would have needed. I think the real trouble is going to come when workers that are currently in work, working for Amazon and other companies like them, have their jobs threatened by robotics and further automation.
Amazon is pushing into the future by working to eliminate nearly 600,000 US workers with robots. And a lot of people are very nervous about this, rightfully so, but I'm here to tell you my opinion on this, which is I'm not that worried, and I'll tell you why. So all of this information came out of a leaked document from the Amazon Robotics org, and they're working to hit a metric of automating 75% of company-wide operations. This would cut 160,000 US roles by 2027. So short story is that human jobs for operations are being cut. And effectively, by automating these jobs with robots, this would save the company $12.6 billion over 2 years. And one of my core beliefs is that I'm a techno-optimist, so I think that technical innovation will help overcome problems and will help push society forward. So what are some examples here? One great area to think about is that human jobs have always survived and evolved. Example, the tractor replaced manual farm labor, but that also created jobs in the area of logistics and ag tech and manufacturing. The internet also replaced jobs like postal work, but it created jobs like software engineering, digital marketing, and e-commerce. Also, AI and robotics helps replace lower value work that humans have to do today with higher value, more creative, purpose-driven work. So this effectively frees humans to focus on things like creativity, strategy, relationships, invention, etc. These are all higher value, more fulfilling things to do. Another thing to mention here is that every wave of innovation leads to higher standards of living. AI can make houses cheaper via robotic construction. AI can make medicine cheaper via AI drug discovery, or AI can make education cheaper via AI private tutors. So in summary, a lot of people have been worried about this wave that's almost here of AI and robotics, but I think we'll be okay.
Guys, if we're going to be truthful to ourselves, right, Amazon's automation plans just shows the direction that the world is heading, because more and more companies are investing in robots and AI to save money, number one, and to increase their speed, which means we humans, either we like it or not, will have to adapt. And I feel this is not just about Amazon, because they look like, it looks like many companies are going to be following in their footsteps, and this is just a global trend that could change the nature of work and the way we do things forever. But the question is that how will the society, or how does the society tend to handle this shift? Will government step in to help workers, transition into maybe new careers? Will companies like Amazon provide enough support, maybe, to retrain their workers or something? And will millions of people be left behind in a system that is designed naturally to prioritize efficiency over human jobs? Guys, the stakes are high. And at the end of the day, it's not just a story about robots replacing humans. It's a story about the future of work and fairness, and this technology, how it can either harm the society or help the society. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know what you think about this, because the choices we'll make now will shape the economy and our lives for decades and decades and decades to come. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I really want to hear from you. And if I found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.